I have some duct tape. I have a t-shirt in case there's any leakage of the concrete or any goo that gets in there. So I just try to get the t-shirt all the way to the top, then I'll duct tape over that, so just in case anything gets in there past the duct tape, this thing won't get filled with concrete and it won't, you know, get all crazy around it. Four times for good measure. Oh yeah, I also forgot to kind of have an intro in case you're new here. Well, real quick right now, I'm using a razor blade to cut the edges off. Anyway, if you are new here, this is a Baja shelf pour. People call it tanning ledge. It has quite a few names. This is my existing pool. We had a video pouring this wall, now we're doing the flats. Subscribe for future videos because we still have to do stair sets to plaster it. Kind of a lot of tile, kind of a lot more steps. And honestly, I'm having a blast doing this. I'm not a professional, but this is a hobby of mine. I absolutely love doing projects when I can. I am fortunate and grateful to be able to do projects. Look at that thing. I'm gonna screed right up to it. Should be tough. Once the concrete is done, or curing and dried and in place, then I'll take it off and make sure it stays clean. All right, you're going on time lapse because we got that guy to do and that guy. Oh, and in case you're new here, this is an umbrella stand, and that's a bubbler. Right there. I swear there's something I'm forgetting, but I think I'm good to go. We're doing 80 bags. I do have some backup in my shed just in case we need more, but I'm honestly, of course, hoping it's a little under this, 80 to be safe. I should, you know, seal this up, tarp it up, make it look nice. This small of area, I honestly rather just hit it with a sponge afterwards and clean it off. Sometimes when I tape and tarp up stuff, you'll get like random concrete coming up under there, concrete around the tape, and then it's more of a nightmare later on, unless you do it afterwards. But anyway, I'd rather just see it all, have it all visible. This is a small job, so it shouldn't be hard. All right, before we pour, we are gonna dampen the surface. I'm gonna start with this side, then we're gonna go over here, so I might get it wet again by the time I start pouring over there. This is number 57 stone. All of this is in the last video, if anyone cares about how we got here. We have videos before to show that, but I'm gonna get a mask on and I'm gonna get some bags in there. And I think we're just gonna get going. I still feel like I'm forgetting something. Too bad. I was definitely forgetting to get this tool out. Time check as always, 10:14. I've said this in the last two videos, but I always like making a line on the bucket so that I know exactly where the water goes. So once we get started, I don't have to, you know, check the consistency. And then depending on the mix, humidity, the day, I might go, or the job, I might go a little over or under on the water. But I'll always start off right at that 7 liters for 3 bags. Yeah, let's see how this mixes today. Right before we get going, I kind of wanted to explain my setup here. I only have this one board right here, so I can screed on that, and that's it. Besides that, everything will be kind of like free-handed. This gets fairly close to the wall, so I'll just have to take the mag float and try to match it up to this. Even the back area right here, I could use this wood and kind of hopefully fill in that back. Once I get everything filled in, I'll then take that out, throw some concrete over there, and then start bull floating the whole thing. All right, let's mix some bags. I totally forgot to say, once again, the last video has all the details, but because this is a pool, we were doing 6 inches minimum, so that's why it's so much concrete for such a small square footage. It looks like a small area, but it will be a lot of concrete. All right. Dudes, it's not a croc day. Oh! Oh no! Oh. There's a lot of sunflowers in there. What animal eats sunflowers? I just ruined their home. Let's hope there's nothing in there. I didn't want to put my hand in there in case that got bit. I always check shoes before I put them on. Oh. Yeah, look at all these. Look at all these little sunflowers. We have a little bird garden. Oh, look. One of the nuts we gave them. I just ruined their stash, man. It's so sad. I probably should have switched off time lapse a second ago, but right here I filled the voids because the screed didn't go all the way up to here, and I just did my best. I did some jiggling to kind of level it out. And yeah, we're moving. Oh, I see it, look. Perfectly level. Love that. All right. I'm a little worn out, guys, already. Honestly, I did a lot yesterday, not to do with concrete. Today, what's killing me is grip strength, my hands. Believe all the bags are mixed because I think we have too much concrete in here. We're about to find out when we screed. If we need a little more, I'll mix a little more. It was in the time lapse, but I did hit the concrete vibrator with the old part that I already screeded with the new stuff. You try to mix it in. I also tried to go down and mix the first batch mix with the top one. You know, you just want all the concrete to mix. Hopefully I have enough concrete in here to where I have a little extra that I can use. Also, We have that form right there I need to take out the second I'm done with this. Whenever it gets heavy, I just kind of scoop it off instead of going back and forth. Like a charm. Time to clean the mixer. You don't need to see that. Cleaning the shovel, clean the mixer, clean as much as I can. And then it's behind there, but bull float time. It's starting to get sunny. I don't want it to start drying out there before I get the bull float on it. All right, it is 12:32. I don't know if you could see that. Took probably 2 hours getting the bags in, and then I spent 20 minutes kind of running around, cleaning up stuff. It's bull float time. I try to have it as close to the surface as I can. I'm moving it both forwards and backwards. I especially want to see what it's like where I just filled the form in. This will tell me how good or bad it is. Looks like it's good enough. Trying to fill that little area in the middle. Ate some food, had some coffee, let this sit up a bit. I just hit it with the mag a little bit. I think I'm gonna go over the whole thing. This will have plaster on top, so I want it to be a little rough. I might do a broom finish, but we're gonna hit it with the magnesium now that it's starting to stiffen up. We're gonna try to expose our 3 pipes and see where we're at. All right, we're back. So I really liked the texture of this, so I stopped after that last magnesium. It's still a little soft. I would love to just leave this on so nothing ever gets in there, but I always want to double check to make sure there's not any wet concrete, because it is much easier to get out wet concrete than wait for it to dry and deal with it later. And because I'm plastering, I might actually go through with a margin trowel and kind of crease the outside like this, or I'll just use a fingernail. That will allow the plaster to just fill in and be a little thicker around that. The texture is the way I want it. All of the plumbing and umbrella holders are clean and ready to go. I'm gonna keep this thing wet. I'll put some plastic over top of it and try to keep it like that for at least 7 days. If it's not being used, might as well just keep it wet, keep the slope here going. There will be more videos on the stair here, stairs there. Thank you for watching up until now. Let me know any comments you guys have on things I could have done better. I'm always trying to learn. And yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace.